Hey guys, my name is Cheyanne and welcome back to Black Girl Biology. So this is the very first official video for my channel and I am super excited about that. But just a little disclaimer before we get started, I'm not an expert really on anything that I talk about. I'm just a girl who enjoys learning about these things and telling other people about them. So sometimes I might make mistakes and that's okay. We all make mistakes. But if I do make a mistake on something, just point it out in the comments because I do read the comments and then I will address it in the next video because I don't want anybody carrying around false information about things. But I do research these topics beforehand to make sure that my videos are as accurate as possible. And I'm using knowledge that I gained while I was in school and from my previous job at a marine education center. So now that that's out of the way, let's talk about our very first topic, sea stars. Okay, so let's get one thing straight before we say anything else about them. Sea stars are not fish. Most of you guys know them as starfish. However, the correct term is sea star because they are not fish. Sea stars are invertebrates, meaning that they don't have backbones or spines like fish do. In fact, they don't have any bones. These guys have what's called a hydrovascular system or water system, meaning that they siphon water in and out of their bodies in order to circulate oxygen and support their bodies for movement. They are a part of the phylum Echinodermata and class Asteroidea. Echinoderm is just Latin for spiny skin or spiky skin. These guys include sea stars, sea cucumbers, sea urchins, brittle stars, and feather stars. A little bit of sea star anatomy. These guys have pentaradial symmetry, which is characterized by 5 points on their body. They also have a madreporite, which is this pore that acts as a siphon that they use to pull water in and out of their bodies. On their undersides, they have tube feet that they use to move around and grip onto things because they have these little suction cups on the ends of their tube feet. They also have eye spots on the ends of each of their arms that can help them see light in order to help them navigate around. The cool thing about them is that if they lose a limb, they can regenerate it back as long as most of their central body is still intact. That includes the eye spot that is on the end of their arm. So if a sea star loses one of their arms, eventually it will grow back after some time. There's about 2,000 species of sea star in the world that you can find across the oceans, ranging from warm shallow waters to the cold ocean floor. Sea stars are carnivorous, using their suction cup feet to pry open the shells of mussels, oysters, clams, and other bivalves. Sea stars are pretty cool because they have 2 stomachs. So sometimes if you go on the beach and you find a sea star, you pick it up, you flip it over after it's been eating, you might actually see its stomach protruding. It'll look like a clear blob. In all, I think that sea stars are a really cool animal. If you're on the beach and you happen to come across a sea star on the beach or in the tide pools, try and recall some of the information that I just taught you. Do you have any sea star facts? If you do, drop a comment down below. I love to interact, and if you enjoyed the video, a like or a subscribe would be very much appreciated. Thank you so much for sticking with me until the end of this video, and stay tuned for the next episode of Black Girl Biology. Bye!